Welcome to Jackson Center, Ohio, where Airstream manufactures the world's most iconic travel trailers and touring coaches. Today, we're taking you inside our Basecamp manufacturing facility, where we build our adventure-ready Basecamp 16, Basecamp 20, and Basecamp XE travel trailers. For years, Basecamp has been one of Airstream's best-selling model lines, and we're excited to give you this inside look at how we handcraft each and every one before sending them to our nationwide dealer network and waiting customers ready to take the adventure of a lifetime. The Basecamp travel trailer plant is 67,000 square feet and is located directly across from Airstream's motorized facility, where we build our luxurious Atlas and Interstate touring coaches. Originally constructed in 1978, this facility received a substantial expansion in 2017 when it became the home of the Basecamp production line. First designed in 2002 in collaboration with Nissan Design of America, the Basecamp was introduced in 2005 and produced for the 2007 model year. The Basecamp's innovative and rugged design was inspired by Airstream founder Wally Byam's very first travel trailer, the Torpedo Car Cruiser. In 2017, Basecamp was redesigned and re-released with a wet bath, updated kitchen, rear spanning bed, an aggressive departure angle, and plenty of off-grid features to allow its owners to experience adventure along with all the comforts of home. Basecamp is a nimble and rugged travel trailer that shares the same aluminum design DNA as the iconic travel trailers we build down the street in Jackson Center. Like those rounded, riveted aluminum travel trailers, Basecamp's low profile and aerodynamic shape naturally deliver low wind resistance and create less drag. Basecamp is manufactured with the same level of craftsmanship, design, and innovation that Airstreamers have come to expect over the years. In fact, you see many similarities between the Basecamp production line and our traditional travel trailer production line. Like our traditional travel trailers, we build Basecamp from the outside in, not the inside out. Everything fits through the door in an effort to ensure quality in testing, easy serviceability, and the ability for customers to modify their product later on. Now, let's step inside the factory for an up-close look at how we handcraft our Basecamp travel trailers. The Airstream Basecamp begins its life in the chassis build area, where the ladder frame chassis first arrives in the plant. Providing a solid foundation for the Basecamp living space, the chassis are brought in upside down to enable our associates to install the rubber torsion axles, independent wheel suspension, and tires. The steel step and aluminum underbelly are then installed before the chassis is flipped back over. Once it's right side up, initial wiring and plumbing are laid out, and after the underbody components are completed, the flooring is installed. Like we've done with our traditional travel trailers, Airstream has transitioned away from plywood floors in favor of composite flooring that ensures better screw retention, water resistance, and support. Once the solid floor has been installed, our pre-cut vinyl flooring is laid and installed. After each unit has completed its chassis build-out, the production process begins with 16 and 20-foot Basecamps moving down the line together. In the shell build station, the compact, riveted aluminum superstructure of the Basecamp comes to life. Here, craftspeople use fabricated steel frame jigs to build out the Basecamp shell. Using 2 jigs, we begin the process of assembling the shell components. First, the front end shell is assembled with frame pieces that clamp onto a smaller jig. These aluminum frame pieces are pre-formed in our travel trailer production facility just down the road. Once these are set in place, the team builds out the front face of the travel trailer with sheets of aluminum. Using the iconic and sturdy buck rivet, we meticulously rivet every seam with 2 team members working in tandem to rivet the aluminum sheets to the frame pieces. Each rib receives thermal barrier bonding tape to reduce heat loss and condensation. Nearby, our associates build out the rear portion of the Basecamp shell. This jig is larger to make what will become the sidewalls and rear shell pieces. Following the same production as the front end shell, these prefabricated frame pieces are clamped to the jig, and the aluminum sheets are buck riveted to the frame to create an aluminum superstructure that will last for generations. Next, we head over to the window station, where the Basecamp's panoramic and side windows begin to take shape. The Basecamp's front panoramic windows provide an endless amount of light and bring nature in. Both the front and rear windows, as well as the side windows, are constructed in-house. The frame is molded to give it the panoramic curve. Once formed into its iconic shape, the windows are coated in-house to give them a protective coating. Using an adhesive sealant, the glass panes are installed into the aluminum framing and then set aside to cure. Once fully cured and sealed, the windows are installed in the shell using the same buck riveting process as the body to ensure proper quality manufacturing. While the Basecamp is moving through the shell and window station, the roof is constructed nearby. The aluminum rooftop framing and sheets are buck riveted together on a custom jig. Once completed and sealed, a crane is used to lift the roof structure up and lower it onto the body of the Basecamp trailer. This lightweight but durable roof assembly locks into position and is riveted onto the Basecamp body. Finally, the completed Basecamp shell is lowered onto the chassis in a process quite similar to what happens with our traditional travel trailers. Now that the Basecamp body is complete, we begin the process of installing the exterior components while our skilled associates start laying out the wiring inside. Pre-made wiring harnesses are laid out and positioned inside the trailer for electrical components to be installed in a later step. The 110-volt residential wiring and 12-volt wiring are placed and prepped with electrical components. On the exterior, more work finishes out the Basecamp body. Our handcrafted rear and side doors are brought in and mounted. These doors are constructed just feet away with a meticulous handcrafted process that ensures durability and longevity even in the toughest environments. Also on the exterior, the plumbing, electric, and LP components are installed and sealed. Tail lights are housed in an aluminum casting and along with the side markers are installed in this station. Finally, associates install the stainless steel rock guards, which are shaped and assembled in-house. The Basecamp then moves on to the next stop, where the rooftop components are installed. Using scaffolding, our associates start the process of installing the air conditioning units, solar panels, and venting. These components will be wired, measured out for proper placements, and properly sealed before moving to the next production stop. Once the rooftop components are completed, we start the process to finish out the body. Undercarriage body covers are added and riveted to seal up between the chassis and body. Then we install the fender flares over the wheel wells to add a rugged and aggressive look. Now that the exterior of the Basecamp has been completed, each unit is taken next door to our Class B touring coach facility for a meticulous water check. Here, like every Airstream product, every Basecamp undergoes a high-pressure water test. Each unit remains in the high-pressure water testing bay for 25 to 30 minutes while a team member inside of the trailer looks for leaks. On the rare occasion a leak is found, the trailer is sent for repair and then tested again. Other brands let the customer be the first to test for water leaks. We couldn't stand behind our superstructures unless we did everything in our power to make sure the trailer is 100% ready for its first journey. Once we're confident that the unit is properly constructed and sealed, it's towed back to the Basecamp facility to finish the internal build process. Once back from water check, the interior insulation is added to the walls and ceiling. The aluminum interior skins are shaped and installed to form the riveted shell within a shell and give the Basecamp its shiny interior. These aluminum skins are also formed at our travel trailer facility just down the road. Next, the interior trim and storage bars are installed, Lighting is installed in the ceiling, and fuse panels, heater, and battery box are laid out, mounted, and secured. The interior wiring is routed and placed through pre-cut extrusions in the aluminum skins. The water pump, water heater, plumbing lines, and drains are then prepped for the shower install. Next, we mount and install the wet bath. All plumbing connections are secured so we can pressure test all the water lines to ensure no leaks are present. Once tested, we install the shower surround and trim. Basecamp cabinetry begins its life in the wood shop next door in our Class B touring coach facility. The cabinetry panels are cut using a CNC router to ensure quality and achieve tight tolerances in every step. Once the cabinetry sheets have been delivered to the Basecamp team, our associates begin the process of building out each cabinet. Using pocket screws, dowels, and wood glue, each cabinet is handcrafted to ensure the same craftsmanship found in all Airstream products. Galleys, dinettes, and benches are measured out and placed in their new home. Window treatments are also installed at this station. Initial work is completed in our travel trailer facility, where the sewing department uses molded window panels to create blackout curtains and accessories before delivering those window treatments over to the Basecamp plant to be installed on the line. Once the window treatments are finished, appliances such as stovetops and microwaves are installed. After that, the shower doors are installed and adjusted for proper fit and finish. Thanks to the Airstream production process, every component fits through the door. After the largest items have been installed, our team turns their attention to the smaller details. Mirrors, cushions, curtains, trim, and pedestals for the tables are installed here. And on the exterior, the propane tank cover is installed as the final production item. Before we send our Basecamp travel trailers out the door, a complete final walkthrough is performed. The unit is swept and vacuumed before a team member carefully works through a series of detailed system checks and visual inspections. Tests include turning on appliances, pressure checking the LP gas system, and filling the drain system to check for leaks. On average, inspectors confirm 1,500 points per trailer. If a single item does not meet specifications, it's sent back for repair. Once all inspections are complete, the interior and exterior are cleaned. Our quality team is aided by 21st century technology, in-house software development, and digital tools to ensure lasting quality is maintained. Our inspectors carry tablets with extensive checklists with a unique set of criteria depending on the model and features of the unit. These tablets are tied directly to our quality department to feed data up in real time, as well as to our transportation department. Before the unit is released for shipping to a dealer, each unit must reach a passing grade. To design and maintain this important quality system, Airstream employs in-house programmers who design software that ensures consistency in these inspections. Once the Basecamp has passed its inspection, the trailer is finally ready to leave Jackson Center for an authorized Airstream dealer and waiting customers ready to hit the road to adventure. Now that you've seen the Airstream Basecamp manufacturing facility, it's easy to understand why the rugged features, innovative design, and quality craftsmanship make Basecamp one of Airstream's best-selling products and an integral part of our iconic lineup. Over 90 years of Airstream tradition have been built into the DNA of every Basecamp we manufacture. Thank you for watching this virtual tour. However, there's a lot more to see in person at Airstream's headquarters. We invite you to come to Jackson Center, Ohio, book one of our public plant tours, check out our Airstream Supply Company store, and visit our Heritage Center, where you can see almost 95 years of Airstream history on display. Come visit the Mothership, and we'll see you down the road.